Hi, Liberators! I'm Nala.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is
Liberate
Your Mind. Woo, it's episode 9, baby. That's
9
crazy.
of season 3.
Already? Y'all excited? Because it's almost over. You are live with us on YouTube right now. If you know what's good for you. It's 11:33. Well, it's a little past 11:33, but it's 11:33.
Yes.
And you are liking, commenting, subscribing on YouTube at Liberate Your Mind 11:33. Apropos. Okay. You can also follow us on Spotify, Anchor, and Facebook at Liberate Your Mind.
Your mind.
Instagram and TikTok at liberate_yo_mind.
Woo! Get at
Yes,
us,
indeed.
y'all.
Yes,
Get
indeed.
at us. Don't forget to leave comments and
Please.
questions.
Talk to us.
We would love to whoop whoop you on your journey.
Okay, we want to be there. We want to see what's going on.
But as y'all know, always and every single time, our mission is to give you ideas and or advice
Yeah.
on the world, the experience you have in the world, and how you think and feel.
In order for us to know that, you have to tell us.
Yes.
Again, comment.
Comment, share.
Yes.
Subscribe.
All of that. So what we getting into today?
Today's topic is
What is it?
no. Today's topic is being
Active, right?
right.
Versus being on autopilot.
Exactly.
Which is like, ooh, what does that mean? Am I on autopilot?
you being
I'm
active,
not on autopilot.
or are you on autopilot? Are you just a drone out here?
Exactly.
You know,
We hope not, because
Lack
that's why
of
we liberating our
mind.
minds. Exactly. But some of us may be, and that's okay, because we are here to help you get liberated.
yes.
Yes. So if you're already there, then you know it. But if not, it's your first time figuring out what subconscious and your subconscious and conscious mind.
Yes.
Exactly. We're going to tell you the difference.
That brings us to our favorite time. It's definition time. Definition. 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 Definition time.
Yes. Our favorite time, because we need to educate y'all on what
We
we've been learning.
We gotta figure this stuff out. You know what I'm
We
saying?
try to teach y'all something and learn us something too. You know what I'm
Learn
saying?
and teach.
Period. That's our approach. So, you have the first definition, or do I? You got the first?
I can go first.
Okay.
My first definition is conscious mind.
Yay.
It is all things you are currently
Currently, right now,
aware of
aware of. Okay.
and are thinking about.
Okay. What's on your mind, baby?
Currently, that
What's on
you
your mind?
are aware of and thinking about.
That's your
Like,
conscious
everything
mind.
is
all
going
that
on.
stuff that's going on in your
It's
mind.
conscious
That's your
mind.
conscious mind. Woo,
Yes.
that's a lot. It's a whole lot. Like why you can't go to sleep and stuff like that, because it's on your conscious mind.
Yes.
Okay, on repeat. Okay, so I have awareness of the internal and external existence. So whatever
Internal
you are aware of that's internal and external. Exactly.
So everything like
that you
every-
are aware of.
everything, all
Yes.
things.
That you are aware of. Within and without.
Don't in mine is currently.
Currently.
ATM. Yes.
Hit the moment right now. Exactly. Okay. So the subconscious mind is existing in the mind, but not immediately available to consciousness or awareness, affecting thought, feeling, and behavior.
Ooh.
So it's deep because it's affecting thought, feeling, and behavior, but you may not be aware of it.
So you are not aware.
of it. Exactly.
Self-conscious,
But it
is
does
things
exist.
you are doing
Mhm.
that you are not
aware of or thinking, or yes, exactly, because this is why I've said 100,000 times that you must cleanse your subconscious mind, period. Because if not, it's on autopilot. That's the autopilot part of you. know, something that to me that was very, very much more important is that it starts from conception, but it stops recording unless you program it and reprogram it at the age of 7. Ooh. So if you do not, whatever you learn from 7 before 0 to 7 is on repeat in your adult life. If you have not cleansed that subconscious mind, that I believe is very important. And it may explain why you act the way you act.
Okay, so
or react the way you react.
My definition of subconscious mind is the part of our minds that makes decisions without needing to actively think about it. So
that's the autopilot.
It's making decisions, y'all
based upon what you learn.
Exactly.
From 0 to 7. If you
are
have not
making your decisions subconsciously, like you don't have to wake up or even waking up. Like you don't make the decision. It's subconsciously that you're waking up. Like you're just up now. Yeah. Like you're not putting it in any action. Like, oh, I need to wake up. I need to wake up. Or if you, I don't know, people in comas, maybe that's them. But you can't make that choice. You is not subconsciously. You are subconsciously making that decision, not consciously making that decision too.
Or breathing, you know, or how your organs are working for you. You know, you don't have to say like, "Hey, kidney, colon, hey, lungs, I'm gonna need y'all to." Like, you don't have to do that. It's doing it on its own, and that thank goodness, because one more thing to think about. Oh my God.
Yes.
So that's why it can be dangerous, because if you're not cleansing it, then it's going on autopilot and you're doing or saying or acting in such a way that you are not really in control of. And it comes from other people's things that they instill in you, things that we have accepted.
The things that they engraved into you in your character.
It just pops back up like, oh, my mama told me don't do that.
Exactly.
But it's still here too, and not as you was as a child. You still doing all those things that you probably could be functional in your life now, depending on what it is. But it could be like blocking you from being functional. Like for me, I feel like washing dishes or chores was given more like a punishment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you get in trouble, so now you gotta wash dishes for a whole week.
Yeah.
So now I hate washing dishes. I hate it because it feels like a punishment. It doesn't feel like a part of discipline or something that is good and healthy for my life.
Yes.
But I have to fight. I still fight with that because it's like it's not a chore. It's a necessity to clean and to be cleanly.
That is, you said a good word in there, is discipline. Like you need a certain discipline to establish your subconscious mind. Like once you start putting it and doing it every day, now it becomes a discipline, and now it's subconsciously you are doing it instead of you having to think about, oh, let me do this. You already put the intent into doing it when you start forming your disciplines.
You know what? And then another key for me is that I'm creating those good habits, so I'm putting good things around doing that. We're putting on music, we're, dancing and cooking, we're dancing and cleaning, we're having fun doing these things. I'm reprogramming my subconscious that this is a good thing.
Creating an environment for yourself, so it's beneficial
good smells,
to you.
Good, those even affirmations that I love this, I am the best dishwasher, little things like that.
Dirt wear.
Yeah, like I am clean.
Exactly.
Godliness is next. Cleanliness is next to godliness, or akin to it, is what they say. So I'm repeating those affirmations and trying to instill in myself that it is a positive thing and it's not a negative thing, because that's what my mind has been programmed to previously. So that's why I say I feel like it could be a bad thing, but when we are privy or we know or we are aware that this is something that I need to reprogram, then now we're on top of the game instead of behind the curve. So now we're going to put it together
or versus. So it's subconscious mind versus conscious mind. So the conscious mind is abstract in its thinking, and the subconscious mind requires us to be very specific in communicating with it. So you are thinking abstractly, like you're just thinking things. It's subconscious mind. In conscious mind.
Conscious mind.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Right, it's conscious
you want to
mind.
think about
You're abstract thinking.
Yeah.
You're making. You're creating. You're putting setting intentions to purpose into your thoughts and everything that you're doing. In the subconscious mind, you are literally, I do this, that, and the third on this day at this time, and I do it every single day, or I do it every other day, or however you are is making yourself a to-do list subconsciously. Basically, you're set it up. I do this, that, and third, and make sure you communicate everything that is there. Otherwise, things get lost in translation.
That's where that autopilot too can come in, and
exactly you don't know which way to go because you didn't tell it the right way to go because you left it blank. You didn't tell all the requirements for it.
And you have to do that. It's what we call feeding the subconscious mind. You have to reprogram it, but also feed it positive things on the back end in order for it to be positively reprogrammed, if that makes sense. If you're leaving it empty, then you're leaving it for it to go pick up little this or that your mind thinks is important, and it may or may not be important to you at this particular time. And then you wonder why you're thinking of this random ass, like, where did that come from?
Yes.
Because you have fertile ground, which is your subconscious mind, or your purpose, which we believe is the same as Yeshua or Jesus in my faith. I can't speak for what everybody else thinks, but that's what I think. So it gives fertile ground for something to incubate there. But if you don't put and plant your seeds that you need in there positively, then it's going to pick up whatever is out there or whatever it deems important.
Or even, I like the example of planting a seed. So if you plant a seed, you water it, you give it sunlight, you come and talk to it, you see it is more vibrant, you check on it every day, you keep watering it every day. Like, it's more than just, I'll just plant the seed and put it in the ground. You have to actually
cultivate
put
it.
in, exactly. You
And
have to put in the work.
For sure.
Exactly.
Y'all get
it?
Here.
Y'all get it.
I'm here. Like Artie says, you must, before you grow, you have to be grounded. And that's what I believe it is. You have to plant those seeds and cultivate that. You have to, look, we're trying to build upon ourselves instead of just letting things letting the chips, right?
Instead of letting life happen to you, you are creating the life
that you want.
Exactly.
And that's how you are living an optimal and functional life, because I created it.
Yay.
Period. So my definition is one that uses the mind to make decisions with the thoughts we are aware of, other than the one that uses the mind to make decisions on an impulse base and based upon ideas that you are accepting. So it's like if somebody comes out with an idea, just pops out, just people definitely do regurgitate things that they hear and they're not an original thought. We don't have to accept those things like boys are faster than girls. Just something elementary. Looking at the girls today, first of all, they already been faster than boys. But for somebody to say that out loud, we can accept that, especially if you don't know people like Sha'Carri, or you don't know FloJo, or you don't know these very wonderful, great, beautiful women that are outrunning the boys. If you don't know that for yourself and somebody just says that out loud, it's like, oh, that could be true, because in your mind you may be correlating big, strong man with a weak woman, which is something that has also been implanted into our minds by design. So if you think that, you may go with that, like, oh, okay, maybe that is a fact, but you don't necessarily know. But if you accept that, instead of doing your own research, or just getting up and going outside and running, you will already know that that's not true. Lies have been told to me, and I've accepted them. But that's blanket for a lot of different things. So if you are living your life on an impulse based upon things that have been implanted into your subconscious mind that are not true, they've been implanted by someone else's ideals of you, then guess what? We're living first of all, an unoptimal life, and it's going on repeat in our subconscious, and that's why we must cleanse it. So either we're using our mind to make decisions with thoughts that we are aware of, that we are putting there, that we are affirming, that we are declaring, or you living by somebody else's ideal of who you should be on repeat. And that's why your life is effed up. When people say, oh, well, how are you? And you're like, because of those ideals that you have accepted that belong to somebody else. Your life is going exactly the way they want it to go.
The biggest key in that is you accepted
it.
You don't have to accept a lie. You don't have to. It don't have to be facts to you.
It's not your reality.
You can change exactly. Like that's not. It don't make sense. Like we said that people engrave your character on you. Like these are things that people put into you. That's in your subconscious mind that you have to form a discipline literally to get rid of it. If you do not, it's still there. It's in your subconscious mind. Like if you don't do something to change it, and like she said, within 7 years, like it takes time to get it. Exactly.
So it's gonna take time.
It took time to engrave that into you, and it's gonna take time to unengrave it and engrave something else in replace of it.
Yes, and
because you can't just not
wake up and decide. I mean, you can.
It was a lie they told me that I had to get up and be at work at 9 o'clock, and I had to do things from 9 to 5, and that's 9 to 5 is my only active hours. No, it's not.
If that's functional for you,
literally,
you could be a night owl.
When you rise, when you open your eyes, is when you have sunrise, and that's when your inner, like, let alone because your subconscious is keeping you alive while you sleep.
Exactly.
Like y'all understand how deep your subconscious is.
Like you
have to go in and change every single thing.
Yes. But you should, especially if you're not breathing properly.
Exactly. Like too many short breaths.
Yes. Because that's all something that it has been engraved in us too.
Exactly. Like you're not even using your lungs to your best ability because you're not taking deep
inhalations, exhalations, and being aware of
like, bro,
how you breathing. Is it shallow?
Like that's not like you have to go in and practice those things and get your discipline and get your rituals on how you are to breathe. Like go in, like you don't think about it now, but hey, it's time to change that. It's time to create you, because short breaths don't benefit you
at all.
It don't.
And I don't think, like you said, it's on autopilot so you don't realize it.
Exactly.
Or even like sometimes we are really like tense and you don't realize it. Let those shoulders and ears have some space. Where's your neck?
Be free.
Show me your neck, bro. Let them shoulders down and breathe, baby. Breathe from your diaphragm, not just shallow chest. Excuse me if I smack the mic a little bit, but from your diaphragm. You know, you have to learn that though. We have to learn that. So
they only tell you breathe from your diaphragm when you singing,
or when you go to the doctor and they tell you to breathe.
A big breath, right? Give me like you're supposed to breathe like that
all the time. And that also will keep you calm and chill and zen within self, because you're not creating an anxiety attack by breathing
air to
crazy.
Your brain. You're letting your brain actually absorb the nutrients.
Freaking ourselves out
exactly.
on the inside and don't really realize it. It's just so much tension we need to release.
Okay, so we come to question time.
Question?
If you have any questions, please type them below. Type. Hopefully we can get to it during this episode. If not, we will hit you up and get back to you and at our earliest convenience. Exactly. But the question today is, how are you cleansing your subconscious mind?
See, because we didn't talk to you about what to do, but how the hell do you cleanse it? I think you mentioned some things.
Yeah.
But me personally, affirmations, are definitely, like I said, positive affirmations that reverse those ideals that we have already accepted. The promises of I am really help me, saying things like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That's scripture. But also understanding that they will be formed, but they will not prosper. So that's where the discouragement can come in. Is why I see them forming. I see I see the weapons. You know what I mean? But it's like, well, I'm not panicking because I know they won't prosper. They cannot conquer me unless I think they can. And that's where I have to, when you're reprogramming your subconscious, you're thinking of those positive things, those affirmations that two of those ideals cannot occupy the same space. Either I'm protected or I'm not. Either I'm safe or, like either right. I'm abundant or I'm not. Like you can't go and say scriptures, quote the scriptures or the promises of I am. And they are promises that cannot be broken because they are from the consciousness that I am. They're not from man. So it's like if I'm meditating on those promises, this is what I'm gaining because I'm meditating on the promises and I believe it, and I'm actually going forward in my day with the mentality that I'm looking for the miracles. I'm expecting the positivity, and I'm expecting the consciousness to show up in such a way where I don't got to worry about none of that other stuff. So it's like, for me to reprogram, it's easy because I know what I know. And that's that on period.
On period.
Right.
I'm just like you can't. Okay, you start the journey of having a liberated mind, and you're actively in your conscious mind, right? We have here. But if you don't go and cleanse out the subconscious mind, it's you are background. Exactly. You are really still, because that's basically you thinking free, but you living as a slave. Like which one you gonna be? Like you can't think freely. The same space. You can't think freely if you're not physically free. Like you literally have to free yourself from all the chains and everything that the lies they told you, because
that we have told you and we are holding on to.
Exactly, that you don't even know the truth, because innocence of the child, you teach them what you want to go as being parents. Exactly. But who to say that's the best for that child? Exactly. Like you have to ask that child what is best for them and which way they want to go.
Because even then, it's still choices of a choice. Exactly. It's like either this or that. But it's like we as human beings we actually chose, in my opinion, what I believe is that we chose our parents, we chose our siblings, the family that we were born into. We chose all of that. We chose even down to the geographical location, I believe, because things that are happening in that atmosphere had to incubate you to be who you are. But then you also have to go back and re-cleanse your subconscious mind to see what is functional as an adult.
Yes.
Because as a child, I may have came up with X, Y, and Z because I thought like that. But also scripture says that we now know better. We don't think like that. Our heart is not of a child anymore. So now we have to feed the adults in us and no longer be children of God, but also grow up in the I am and understand that the conceptual part of it is that we are reprogramming continually, because what worked for me yesterday probably won't work tomorrow either. So we still are able to, always in the process of reprogramming and opening up new chapters and doors for ourselves to even explore who we want to be tomorrow, instead of, you know what I mean? Like, who I am today is great and grand, but I'm still expecting to excel and excellent and do
only
more.
Get better
with time. That's the positive expectation of it all too. Yeah, like a fine wine for sure. The longer it stands, the better it will be when you.
Okay, so for me, how I'm cleansing out my subconscious mind is those negative thoughts that come through. I expound on why am I thinking this way. Like, where did it come from?
Yes.
And then I go deeper. Exactly. Like, I keep going, like, where is this feeling that I'm feeling coming from? And I go through it, and I'm like, okay, well, that was just a fucked up situation. Because most of the time, it's certain situations, and you engrave it and say, this is it. This is the end all be all for it all. But it's not. Like, that was just in that moment, in that time. And that was in that situation. That's it. Just leave it there. So I go in and I think about, like, what is it? How am I thinking this? Why am I thinking this? What is it making me feel like? Why does it make me feel that way? is this a legit
is
feeling?
It necessary?
Exactly. Because
is it benefiting me?
Exactly. That's what I was about to say.
I already know.
Question. Is it benefiting me? Like, why?
If not, you have to release that thing. You got
exactly.
to. You have to. It could be people, places, or things.
Exactly. Basically, is I'm going into myself and my thoughts, and I'm healing myself.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, well, that don't work for me today. I get rid of it.
Didn't work then.
Exactly. It didn't work then. This is trauma. I understand this is trauma. I am okay with this trauma, and I release this trauma into the universe, and I let it go.
Yes,
like this is not me.
Positive energy.
This is me, who I am. Like, I am a strong, divine God. Goddess, whatever you want.
Period. And nothing else.
I am queen.
Exactly.
Like there is nothing.
It cancels out all the rest of that.
Nothing. Yes. Like if it's trying to harm me, like
no point of entry.
Like we say, the negative thoughts. Why are you thinking these negative thoughts? Like, why is not the world, oh, the grass is green on this side and that side? Like, why is it not?
Because
like, understand what you're thinking and why you're thinking it.
And it could be negative influences from outside sources that you're not aware of.
Exactly.
So, like, if you're in the workplace and they got the TV on, you're not necessarily watching the TV, unless you are. But you are hearing and you're also absorbing possibly negative things. Because 9 times out of 10, it's probably be like news, media, it'd be something
the Real Housewife of whatever,
negative, yes.
Hip hop, love, and hip,
which is like make your coins, but you don't necessarily have to accept or absorb the negativity if that's not what plane you on, and that's where we not at. So it's like,
hi brother.
So it's like, well, if you're coming into another space, that's why you also have to cultivate your own like shell around you with your affirmations,
yes,
with your positivity, and you can't let anyone come into your space. It's like going to somebody else's kingdom. Okay, I'm the king and queen over here in Nalaland, so you can't come over here and bring no BS. You're not allowed to do that. That's not how it works in Nalaland. Okay, so I'm gonna either let you know, or somebody inside of the kingdom is gonna let you know, hey, we don't do that here. Over here, we're positive. If you want that, you gotta go over there. Take yourself back to wherever you need to be to get that together. If you want to come to me, come correct. And you have to, and it's something that you feel before I have to say it. If I have to say it out of my mouth, it's not gonna come in no peaches and cream. Because you already felt that and you decide to cross that line anyway.
Because the word, the you speak it, and then your words have power, right? So once you start saying things, you bring in the power to you. So if you gonna come at me, because you can feel my energy and you can feel that.
First of all,
boo boo,
no boo, no boo,
no boo boo.
This ain't what you need to be.
Boo boo kitty.
This ain't it. This is
not,
and we ain't the one.
So you go through that, but once you get like you come at me. Anybody who come against me, you will fall, because I am champion, because ain't nobody gonna stop me, not even me. Period. Y'all know how great I am.
Even if they stop me.
No, and you be that great. Like
that's what you have to do. Is like, stand on your own 10 toes and say, "Hey, I am that I am," and nobody is going to be able to take that away from you if you really, truly, strongly believe that. If that is your root, then you are only gonna be able to go up from there. That's the root. I am. Period.
Exactly. It's the lowest.
Period. And it's still the higher than any negative thing. Exactly. That's the crazy part about it.
Just saying
my root is stronger than you. So
it's the lowest vibration you can go, and you can only go up from there. I understand, I feel, I speak. like baby, like it's so many more that you are, and we just starting at ground zero. We just trying to get you to release the things of your subconscious mind,
right? So you can start to live your
don't benefit
life.
you.
It don't benefit you anyway.
Exactly.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. That she don't serve you no more. Oh, okay. What are our levels of vibrations? Look, we may have to get into that a little later. We already at the 30-minute mark, but like she was saying, it starts at the root with the I am. So you're given, I think it's, what did you say? I am I do. I think it's one of them, but it comes up from your chakra.
Yeah, you and
all the way up to the top.
I am. I do. I feel. I speak.
I think I feel is the top though, ain't it?
No, it's I understand. It's crown.
I understand.
But yes, we probably put that in a. Thank you for that question. We will get all of them listed and put them in order because I really don't know the exact
order. Yeah, we
right now wrong at this point in time. Exactly. I just know I am. I speak. I feel. I do.
And I understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I understand to one of my friends.
Exactly. I was talking to one of my friends, and he is actually I want to say a Muslim. Sorry if that's not the case. But have you ever had somebody like, what's today's mathematics? So I asked him, we was talking about it, and it was I understand for that particular day. And I was just like, okay, let's talk about that. Like, to me, I would think that understanding wouldn't be at the helm, but when you think about it, it is, because understanding can stop you from learning. If you don't understand what's going on, you can't learn nothing new.
Exactly.
So it's like that's the connection between consciousness and mind. And when they say lean not to your own understanding, is because there's so many different ways to understand the perspectives, and just even like having the mind of consciousness versus the terrestrial mind. That's two different understandings. If you go like material reasoning versus you know what I mean. So it's like you definitely have to break that down in a different type of way, in order to really functionally learn anything new. You need to understand first, if that makes sense. What else you got? Okay, yes. I guess, okay, that's a good perspective. Compensation. It depends on what you're talking about. But
if you put it in work, yes, your compensation is the success of your work.
Exactly. So money is the byproduct of it all. So it's like, what are you compensating for? And you can overcompensate.
Or is it being a doer is the key to your success?
Okay. That's it. That's it. So
stop accepting all of the other bull crap that everybody else got for you.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's
the biggest key. Maybe.
So Mama got the message today.
What's the message?
It is important that we cleanse our subconscious mind and feed our conscious mind with positivity. Very important. Major key. Okay? Oh, okay. We get you. Okay. Comprehension. But still, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're like, well, it depends on how you're thinking. But yes, comprehension as far as understanding. Exactly. For sure. And you see right there, Exhibit A, why you need to know. You gotta understand first. So, go back into your mind to make perceived wrongdoings right. This is a must in order to release your positive new life of any negative past thoughts, feelings, or behaviors. Go back into your subconscious mind, and those perceived wrongdoings. So if you feel like somebody did you wrong, or even if you feel like, because I've been hung up on me feeling like I failed myself. In some cases,
it be like that.
And it's something that I had to literally release because I couldn't move forward because I was not contemplating on the premise of I can't really do anything wrong in my life. That's what righteousness is. If I made that decision, I have to live with that decision and learn from that. If it was a so-called wrongdoing, I have to learn from that and move forward. Instead, I'm still honing on like, why did I do that? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's not, you're going to stay in that same cycle.
No regret.
And you're going to keep, you can't regret it or resent yourself or anyone else for a decision that you made. If you made that decision, you got to stand on it and move forward into another positive light, like whatever it's going to.
Is it like you can't change the past?
You
can only go and change the future.
Exactly. So whatever you have to tell yourself in your subconscious mind in order to annihilate that thought that you did something wrong, or there is a wrongdoing, or that you can do something wrong, because you cannot do anything wrong for yourself in your world. So you have to go and make that right in your mind, and then you are automatically releasing yourself from so many traumas, so many different things. And now you can live your new life free of negativity. Okay?
Free.
And that's, like I said, your thoughts, your feelings, and your behaviors. It'll show up in all those ways. Being one with consciousness makes us aware of our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, and our ability to create a positive new reality.
Woo.
That is just
so
profound. I feel if you really understand it on the level of like, it works both ways. Like other people are doing exactly what we want you to do for yourself. Other people, places, and things are programming and reprogramming your subconscious mind when you're looking at negative media. You're talking to negative people. You're going to places where there are negative atmospheres and it feel like, ooh, something feel icky here, but ain't nobody even saying nothing to you yet. Get out of here.
Yes.
It's not for you. It's feeding you in a negative way that you don't need, especially if you're in the incubation state of putting in positive things. You still have that fertile ground. It's still, you got to be like making sure ain't no birds or nobody dropping off nothing into your pollination area where it's being pollinated or whatever the hell, you know, because I don't really got the green thumb. But I know, I know that once you go and aerate that, it's going to be things just falling into your soil anyway. You have to go and cleanse it out. You have to cleanse it. So, constantly cleanse it.
Right now.
Can't say it enough.
I want to encourage you because you can get in a down moment once you confront it with your trauma.
Yes.
So if you feel like you in a down moment and you confronting your trauma and you can't get over it, please hit us up. We are here for you. We are here to support you and encourage you to getting to the better you. So like if you ever feel the need, please just hit us up. We are here for you, as we say it, and that is our mission.
That is our mission, to help you liberate your mind.
Exactly.
Give you ideas and advice.
And at some point you do
baby,
wait a minute, I need to exactly like let me call my sister because I need a little encouragement to keep going because right now I'm getting beat the fuck up. Like I need somebody else.
Sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, they say.
Exactly.
You're in it. You
looking at the wall, you can't see past it.
Exactly. like, look, you supposed to look up. And then here we go. Somebody gonna come, look, I got a little hand, I'll pull you up. Say, look, come on, let's go with the liberation. Where's the affirmation? Where are the things that you are instilling into yourself? Because a lot of times when those things pop up, you want those to pop up instead of what somebody else said to you or something that you accepted that you didn't even know you accepted. You want those positive affirmations that you said to yourself. Write it on your mirror. Write it on your heart. Or, let yourself know
I'm just like
who you really are.
Record your affirmation.
Woo!
Set a timer.
Now that's gonna be the one.
Set a timer at certain times of the day.
Put it on.
Because the tone of your voice, like sometimes, like we say, feel it, say it. Mm-hmm. Like you see it, you feel it, you say it. Like you have to do it all because that is the medicine to you. Like it's the power in the words. And if you saying it to yourself, you hearing it, saying it to yourself, it is now becoming indwelled into your subconscious mind.
Yes.
like, oh, I got my alarm set to 11:33 every day.
Every day.
Because that's my divine time.
Exactly.
So every single time, like, oh, instead of a ringtone, you set your recorded voice tone at a certain time of day. And you get that affirmation regardless, like you make it so that you don't courageous. So it is working on autopilot. So you instilling it into your subconscious mind.
You're using the same triggers and traits that other people, places, and things have used to subconsciously program you. You're using those same tactics because if they work for you, obviously. So I use music. Or I use writing down. I'm very visual, so I need to see it. So when I close my eyes, I see I am king. I am courageous. I am the universe itself. I see that because I wrote it down and I'm looking at it inside of my mind's eye and bringing that back up instead of what that hater said about me.
Exactly. Fuck them haters. They don't matter.
They don't matter unless you make it matter. And that's the whole point of it all.
Like, please, them haters, make them join the block party.
Baby, okay? Welcome to the block party.
Hello.
There's plenty of people there. Freshmen waiting on you.
So it is the end of our show today. If
yes,
you do
declare,
not
brother.
know, Y'all can catch us on YouTube at Liberate Your Mind 1133.
Yes.
On Facebook, Anchor, and Spotify at Liberate Your Mind. Yes. And also on TikTok and Instagram at Liberate_Yo_Mind.
That's it.
Catch us next time. Yes. Y'all catch us on Saturday at 11:33. Mm-hmm. Or if you want to join the live, we are Wednesday at 11:33.
Yes. Thank you for joining.
We will see you next time. Love.